All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Tony Montana declares in the 1983 gangster classic, Scarface. However, Al Pacino's anti-hero breaks both in his pursuit of wealth, power, and women. And just as he was about to claim the trifecta, he was swept away like a cloud of dust. So what are the reasons behind his downfall? What were his mistakes? Let's find out. Hello, welcome to the Scarface Quotes. In this episode, we will explain the reasons behind the downfall of Tony Montana and the mistakes he made in this movie. Let's start, and if you'd like to see more exciting videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. The first mistake of Tony was not listening to Frank Lopez's advice. Although Tony Montana was the most fearless and charismatic member of his machismo mob, he made some terrible mistakes that cost him his life. He became overconfident. "I came from the gutter," is how he describes himself intellectually. "I know that. I got no education, but that's okay. I know the street." But he can't read signs. A motorway and a dead end are both confusing to him. Though Frank Lopez was a jerk, his words of wisdom could have been engraved into the cement. To begin, Frank basically takes Tony under his wing, telling him that there are two rules to follow when it comes to working in this industry. Lesson number one, don't underestimate the greed of the other guy. Tony didn't realize this concept until it was too late. He underestimated Alejandro Sosa's greed when Sosa sent Tony on a mission to kill a politician. Tony chooses the moral high ground, killing Alberto because he was unwilling to kill an innocent mother and child. Tony underestimated how evil and greedy Sosa was. And at the end of the day, he warned him early in the movie, "Don't fuck with me, Tony." Lesson number two, don't get high on your own supply. Montana's downfall is aided, abetted, but most of all mirrored in his descent into addiction. Even as Montana complains, "I got a junkie for a wife," he doesn't catch wind of his own problem because he probably took his first whiff from Elvira's stash. Even after Elvira openly complained that she couldn't have children because she had been spoiled by the Yeho Montana had been selling, Montana remained in denial about his drug use. His instincts were dulled as a result of the drugs. Tony would have spotted Sosa's soldiers encroaching on his compound if he hadn't been so high up in the security command center. His 10 bodyguards could have been placed in a defensive position on the property. The only thing keeping his ultimate hit guy hidden was a pair of amazing sunglasses. The second mistake, he never had someone to watch his back. Another theme in this movie is having someone to watch your back, as Omar told Tony. And coincidentally, behind Tony is the Skull, the man who later in the movie kills Tony, because he essentially had nobody watching his own back. The first line of defense against the Sosa attack would have been Tony Montana's right-hand man, Manny Ribera. The worst thing Tony had ever done was what he did to Manny Ribera. In many ways, they're practically brothers. As a result of the Freedom Town concentration camp and the Miami Chainsaw Massacre, their friendship had grown stronger, but Tony had lost faith in him and killed Manny, who could have been his right-hand man. The lesson we can learn here is that we all need someone in our lives we can trust and depend on, essentially having them watch our back. The third mistake, marrying Elvira. When Montana saw Elvira Hancock for the first time, he couldn't wait to get his hands on her. And it is quite a bad decision to play with your boss's wife. Tony's decision to marry Elvira was a horrible one. He even tells her, "With the right woman, no one can stop me. I could go right to the top." And sure, that is true. But she was the wrong woman, and I believe she aided in the eventual downfall of Tony and the empire he had established. All that she did all day was do her makeup and drugs. And that's what she did with Frank, too, as Tony should have known. Moreover, she had married Tony since she had no other choice after he killed her husband, Frank. During the elevator scene, you can see how Tony was completely fascinated by Elvira's beauty, and how it affected his judgment about whether or not she should be his future bride. She was nothing more than a trophy wife, and Tony was the one who paid for her extravagant way of life. In the end, their marriage was a waste of time and money. In the end, I feel Tony Montana's downfall was mostly due to these three blunders. As I previously stated, Tony soared quickly to the top, but it quickly faded away. leading to a tragic finish and his death. The fourth mistake: killing Alberto. Actually, he nailed the last pin to his coffin after killing Alberto, Sosa's right-hand man. Sosa offered Tony the chance to avoid jail time for tax evasion if he agreed to assassinate a journalist who was planning to expose Sosa's crimes. The journalist's wife and children were in the car when Tony went to carry out the assassination. Seeing the man with his wife and children, he got soft and took the moral high ground and didn't detonate the bomb. Instead, he killed Alberto, Sosa's right-hand man, and then returned to Miami that day. Sosa was enraged by this betrayal, and we all know how that turned out. Ultimately, I believe these 4 mistakes were the main reasons for the downfall of Tony Montana. Like I said, he rose to the top quickly, but also it went away fast, in the end leading to a tragic ending and death. Let me know what you guys think were Tony's major mistakes that led to his downfall. That's all for today. If you want to see more exciting videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Hope to see you in our next episodes. Till then, goodbye and take care.